Okay, we're on our way into the attic. We are on the rainbow attic stair. We got some instructions here. So something we might want to pay attention to. Load capacity is 350 pounds. I'm not there yet. It looks like it's bolted in nice and tight. That's a nice thing. I like that. Okay, we're coming up in here in our attic. Our attic today. We've got, okay, a radiant barrier has been installed. The radiant barrier has been installed. I'm not real fond of aftermarket radiant barriers, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. You know, better than what they had. So moving on along, but what I'm not seeing, okay, that this building has, this structure has soffit vents, air intake vents into the attic. Air intake vents into the attic. And I'm not really seeing any baffles for the air intake vents. So how does the fresh air get into the attic? We've got exhaust vents up here, but there's no way for the fresh air that I can determine, that I can ascertain. I cannot find a way for the fresh air to get into the attic. Insulation is great. You know what? Vapor barriers are great. All that stuff is great. But it's a system. It works as a complete system. You can't unbalance your system. I mean, I said you can't. You shouldn't unbalance your system. And I'm not seeing any soffit baffles. I'm not seeing any fresh air. But I can peek up here. I can tell that we got oriented strand board decking. Okay. Observations are limited. Looks like we got a skylight over there. Good to know. Got loose fill, fiberglass insulation. I saw a death marker over here somewhere. Man, okay. This is kind of precarious. Okay, arrangement. Kind of a precarious arrangement. I know that we got some fireplaces. I was looking for some chimneys. Got any chimneys? What kind of flue is this? It's got cloth tape on it. Well, this is a death marker. It's just kind of laying on its side. That's not going to work very well. And see these trails? See those trails in there? People didn't make those trails. That's the elevator equipment over there. And I'm already going to do something for the water heater. I'm already going to do something for the air conditioning, you know. Elevators are beyond the scope of this inspection. But I will say this. You should have a 22-inch service platform to any mechanical equipment. Any mechanical equipment. We do not have the required service platform. Okay, what do we got here? Spam risk? We're not going to answer that. So what do we learn? We learned that we do not have a 22-inch service platform to the elevator equipment. We learned that we got radiant barriers installed, which limits our observations of our OSB roof. We learned that we can't find any soffit baffles. We don't know where the air intake's coming from. We learned that we got trails and about, I'm going to say 10 inches of attic insulation. It's not very hot today, so it doesn't feel so bad. I was promised a light up here. It might be safer if I found it. There we go. Let there be. All right. Is that? It is. Check that out. That's an open electric junction box in the attic. And see all this gray on this pink? That's dirty. The insulation's dirty. Insulation's gotten dirty.